This video is brought to you by KFC Finger Licking Chicken. The football landscape has changed. Money has become everything. The biggest clubs in the world, stricken with debt, stricken with greed. The tabloids portray a very different picture. Football is not what it's supposed to be, what it should be. The beautiful game for the working class people. The fans have decided to revolt. They want football back where it belongs. The greatest players of our generation explain how football and the fans have always been number one. What's going on, everyone? What a week of football it has been. It's been 3 days since I went to the protest, and I've got so many things that I want to say, but I just don't feel like it was the right time, because I just needed to just soak in a little bit and just make sense of what's happening. This is the RedFlex. My name is Qasim. Roll the VT. Guys, you know, it's not my birthday, right? Come on, guys, you're killing me, man.
Hello and welcome to the RedFlex Live, brand new Man United channel where we do match reviews, previews, transfers, everything to do with Manchester United.
I just want to try and put things into perspective in terms of just a range of emotions, like I said, that I was feeling standing with 10,000 people that loved Manchester United, 10,000 people that took time out of their day, through thick or thin, through the rain, through the hailstone, through the sunshine. We stood there together, 10,000 people that have never met each other before, that have never spoken to each other before, but there was one common ground. The one common ground was the love for Manchester United, and the energy, the passion is something else. Seriously, it's something else. Like, I walked out there and I felt, I was trembling, I was shaking, I was a nervous wreck, and I couldn't put my finger on why, because it dawned on me finally, and that's the reason why I didn't want to come out and tell, my reaction or how I felt, because I realized that I was a part of history. I was a part of footballing history, where 10,000 people, 10,000 Manchester United fans stood outside Old Trafford and took a stance against the people that are trying to take this beautiful game away from us. And that is something that they will never take away from us, something that will stand the test of time. And I want everybody that is watching this video to do your bit, to do whatever it is, whatever you can do, to get Manchester United back in the hands of the people that love it the most. And because I want to prove that that is what we need to do, because of the feelings and the emotion that I felt at Old Trafford, I want to share something personal with you. And it's a story that I have never told anybody. And I want to share it with you, because I want this as an example of me breaking down the fourth wall. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, word for word. When I was 13 years old, on my birthday, I was diagnosed with an infection in my brain, which required 24 metal staples in the back of my head. It required a 6-inch incision behind my right ear, and I was out of school for 3 months. I was a child that maybe suffered with eating maybe too many crisps and too many donuts, but that is something that was one of my main confidence issues as a child. And because of this operation, one of the good things you could say is I lost a little bit of weight. But when I look back at that time, it was a time that it was unimaginable in terms of the stress and the worry that my family went through, because if I'll be completely honest with you, the doctor had said it straight. He said there's a 50% chance that you're going to live. And if that is successful, there's a 90% chance that I'm either going to go blind, I'm either going to lose my memory, I could be disabled, or a 10% chance where everything's going to be fine. And I still remember this story to the day. I woke up after the 8-hour operation and I opened my eyes, and the first thing I saw was my older brother, the tribal chief himself. And I looked over to my right and my brother was there, and he stayed there overnight. Countless nights he was there with me. And when I opened my eyes, the first thing that I said to him, and I still remember this story like it was yesterday, something that I can never forget. And I opened my eyes, and the first thing that I said to my brother was, considering the fact what the doctor had said, I said, Ussi, what's the Man United score? I went through hell. I went through unimaginable pain. I was scarred for life with a 12-inch scar in the back of my head, no hiding from it. And the first thing that I did was ask my brother what the Manchester United score was. I love Manchester United. Regardless of an 8-hour operation, regardless of an infection to my brain, nothing will come in my way when it comes to Manchester United and the betterment of Manchester United. What is best for Manchester United is what is best for me. And I want everybody, every single person, man, woman, child, to stand up, take a stance against the people that are taking the game that I love, the game that you love, and the game that the whole world loves. Do your bit, and let's take a stance, and let's stand up, and let's fight for what we believe in. We've just gone through lockdown. We've just come out of it. That was a biggest test. So many people suffering with anxieties and mental health issues. I went outside before, I went for a haircut, and there were so many people, and I was like, I'm not used to this. We have gone through so much shit. But when somebody is trying to take football away from us, that's completely different. That's a completely different ball game. And I wanted to come on here live. I wanted to come on here at the RedFlex exclusively to address this with every single person who loves football. And I wanted to share this with you just to prove my point that I am willing to do anything in the name of Manchester United, and I am willing to do anything to get football back in the hands of fans. Did the protest, did it go too far? In my opinion, absolutely not. But what I've done is I've asked a lot of people that are close to this channel, people that have supported this channel since day one, just to get their views of, do they think the movement went too far on Sunday at Old Trafford? Let's have a look.
I think it's fantastic that the Man United fans have started a change. They've started to make a difference. We've seen one of the biggest games in English football being called off because the fans took a stand. The fans wanted their voice to be heard. I think it's really important, guys, that this is now copied across all of the major clubs in Europe, and we see a real change. You know, we want things to be different. We want fan representation, and it's great to see that Qasim was there with the fans. He could feel it. He could feel the energy. And guys, I think this is just the start of what's going to be an amazing few months.
We decide when you play. Just one statement holds a lot of weight and passed a great message at the Lorry Hotel. This statement to me means, in a world where money talks, the power of protest is just as strong. That we as fans will no longer take what these owners have been doing to our clubs. That's why this time we're standing up, and it just doesn't stop there. Love United. hit the Glazers.
Starting off by showing love to each and every one of you, each and every United fan. I love you from my heart, and biggest shout out to the RedFlex team. Been there, done that, supporting the Glazers out movement since day one. Real OGs. Now let me come to Jermaine Jones, Alan Shearer, Graham Souness. I respect you as individuals. I literally respect you as football players, and I respect your legacies. And I couldn't give two fucks about your opinions about the Glazers out protest. Literally, I couldn't give two fucks about your opinions, guys. You really think we're protesting because we're not in the top of the league? You really think the protests were violent? You say the protests were violent. Absolutely exposes you as the shallow human beings you are if you think that. Because you look at the negatives of everything. You look at the 10 individuals who created ruckus, and yes, they should be punished. Yes, that's not acceptable. But you don't look at the other 9,500 who were there. Women, children. They were creating Rooney's goal, for heaven's sake. The lad on the net, on the top of the net, was probably texting his girl or mum from there. I mean, give me a break. Did they have violence on their hearts? Absolutely not. They were there to show dissent, to protest against the moth of a man that Joel Glazer is, and how he's absolutely sucking the soul out of our club. I'm literally lost for words. How can literally anyone think that the protest was bad? I just don't get the point. Keep on going, guys. I wish I was in Manchester. I would love to join you guys there. We have the pandemic. This is what unites us. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's go there every Sunday, every alternate Sunday, and show them whose club it is, and let's take it back. GGMU. Love you to the RedFlex team. Love you to each and every fan. Peace out, guys.
Russell, soccer as we like it, the man out of I am in support of the fans' protest on Sunday, postponing a big game, the biggest game in English football calendar, and they had to make a stand. Yes, they had to. This is 16 years of pain. After the ESL debacle, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. They are just about had enough. Yes, there's a minute number of people who just went a bit too far, but other than that, the rest of the people who were there, they did a fantastic job. Glory, man. Glazers out, and I'm done. Thank you.